Hey, this is JA, or you can call me James, bringing you another One Life video. This is where I use one life from a video game to talk about this one life that we've been given. So I was reading a story that really got me thinking the other day. It was about this roofer who lost his job and he ended up getting kicked out of his apartment, and he was homeless. So every day he would forage around and kind of go through dumpsters looking for recyclables, and oftentimes he would get enough stuff to recycle to get food for the day. So that's what his life consisted of. Well, one day he was going through this dumpster and he found this envelope with $21,000 worth of savings bonds in it. Now, I don't know about you, but that really got me thinking about what would I do if I was in that situation and found that. You know, the right thing to do would be to turn in those savings bonds. But I could very easily rationalize it and say, well, you know, I'm down and out. This would really help me get back on my feet. This is probably a gift from God. This person threw it away, so obviously they didn't want it. It's fair game. You know, there would be a lot of ways for me to rationalize it. I mean, what would you do if you were faced with that? Well, the topic that I wanted to talk to you today about is integrity. You know, what do you do when no one is looking? That's what integrity is. Or integrity is about doing the right thing instead of doing the thing that personally benefits me. And what I really want you to think about is, how much is your integrity worth? Well, apparently for this homeless guy, he ended up turning the money into the shelter that he went to. The shelter brought it to the bank. They tracked it down and they found the guy's widow who the money belonged to. Apparently she accidentally threw it away when she was going through her husband's stuff. Well, what did this lady do when she found out the money and found out the guy who turned it in? She ended up giving him a reward, a whopping $100. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty stingy for somebody that just turned in $21,000 that could have kept it no problem. Well, a reporter was interviewing him and actually asked him about the tip, and the guy's response was pretty classy. He said, I didn't turn it in for a reward. I turned it in because that's how I was raised. I was raised to do the right thing. And I tell you what, that is a person who has integrity. Now, we may never face that situation where $21,000 falls into our lap, but every day we are faced with decisions that test our integrity. You know, if you're a kid going to school, it's very easy to cheat on a test. You know, that is a matter of your integrity. Are you going to do the right thing, or are you going to do the thing that personally benefits you and just cheat on this test? Many of us have jobs, and it would be very easy to take a ream of paper home when we're out of paper at home. Or maybe it'd be very easy for us to take something as simple as a pen home. Or maybe our boss asks us to do something that's unethical. Will we do the right thing? Many of us are married and we have pledged to have eyes only for our wives or our spouses, and yet we go to the computer and we look at things that we shouldn't be looking at. These are all matters of integrity, and they're important. I think more important than what we realize. Think about this. What's the opposite of a person that has integrity? Well, a person that doesn't have integrity is somebody who says the right thing but actually does the opposite. They're basically a hypocrite. I don't know about you, but the last thing I want to be is a hypocrite. I want to be a person of integrity. So my question for you, like I said before, is how much is that worth? Many of you guys know this, but besides having a normal job, I'm also a volunteer pastor. And one of the things that they teach you when you're becoming a pastor is be very careful to guard your integrity, because once you lose it, it's gone. I mean, think about all the pastors that something has come out and that one thing just totally ruins their reputation and their integrity. You know, something that you spend your whole life trying to earn and trying to build up can be easily wiped out by one decision. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I always make the right decision or always do the right thing. You know, there's no way that I'd ever say that. But one thing that helps me do the right thing and make the right decision is thinking about, what is my integrity worth? You know, think about something as simple as taking a pen home from work. Is my integrity worth a 79-cent pen? No, it's not. You know, so sometimes thinking about what my integrity is worth and what I would be trading it for helps me make the right decision. So you're going to be faced with things, and I tell you what, these are not easy questions, and oftentimes when you do the right thing, it's going to cost you something. It's going to hurt. I'm going to put a psalm up on the screen right here, but I want you to notice at the very end it says, who keeps his oath even when it hurts. If you want to be a Christian in the United States, you know, we are moving from an area where we are less and less popular popular with people, and we are going to become ridiculed and scorned and persecuted more and more. Pretty soon, it's going to move from just verbal persecution to persecution that involves more than that. And you're going to have the choice. Will I stand? Will I do what's right? And I want to encourage you to do that, because there is peace in that. Yes, it's going to hurt, and it's not going to be popular, but we need to stand. You know that guy who found that money or found those savings bonds and turned it in and did the right thing? He only got that $100 reward. Well, when he was interviewed and talked about it, people saw that and they responded and they sent him money. They helped him find a job, and he was rewarded for doing the right thing. Likewise, I think we as Christians, we as people, when we do the right thing, God rewards us for that. So I want to encourage you, to not trade your integrity. It is worth way too much. And when you do the right thing, you might not get physical rewards or something like that, but I tell you what, you're going to be able to lay your head down on your pillow at night and know that you did the right thing. Well, let me know what you guys think about this. As always, though, take care and God bless.